Scania dominates European roads. But their American dream? It's a $50 billion gamble facing software meltdowns, sustainability failures, and Trump's 100% tariff nuke. Let's find out why Scania's US invasion could implode. 2025 started with a brutal reality check. Scania's truck deliveries plummeted 19% in Q1. That's 15,000 fewer trucks hitting roads globally. Revenue crashed 11% to 48.9 billion Swedish kroner. Operating profit nosedived 36%. A 3.2 billion freefall. Why this collapse? 3 critical failures. First, software chaos in new models. Dealers report system crashes during critical operations. One German fleet abandoned 12 new Scanias after repeated brake system errors. Second, supply chain disruptions. Engine component shortages forced 3-week factory shutdowns. Third, the freight recession. Spot shipping rates stagnated at $1.82 per mile, 28% below 2022 peaks. Fleets froze orders. The irony? Orders jumped 22%. Demand exists. But Scania can't deliver. CEO Christian Levin admits, production stability remains challenging. Translation: their quality control is broken. For a company eyeing America, this is catastrophic. US fleets demand reliability. Scania can't even satisfy Europe. Scania boasts cutting CO2. Reality? They're failing their core eco goal. Their 2025 target? Slash operational emissions 20% from 2015 levels. Actual progress? Just 11.5% after 8 years. At this pace? They'll miss by 2031. Where's the failure? 96% of emissions come from trucks on the road, not factories. Meaning electric trucks are essential. But Scania's electric game is pathetic. Only 104 Scanias shipped last quarter, 0.5% of deliveries. Compared to Volvo trucks, 1,200 electric units. Even Daimler shipped 800 e-Actros. Worse, their green factories use accounting tricks. That 99.97% fossil-free electricity claim? Mostly renewable energy credits. Paper certificates, not real change. Actual resource cuts. Water waste per vehicle fell just 19.4% versus a 40% target. Hazardous waste actually increased 7% year over year. America's EPA would crush them. Fines up to $37,500 per violation. With 250 plus US dealerships, that's bankruptcy territory. Scania has 0 US factories. Every truck shipped faces America's 25% chicken tax, a Cold War-era tariff protecting US manufacturers. But Trump's new threat? 100% tariffs on EU goods. That turns a $200,000 Scania into $400,000. Meanwhile, a Peterbilt 579 costs $165,000. Who pays double for unproven reliability? Cultural misfit? Massive. American truckers want long-nose conventional, 78% of Class 8 sales. Scania pushes cabovers, just 4% of US market. Cabovers vanished from US roads in the 1980s. Drivers call them coffin cabs for crash risks. Scania's design philosophy? Fundamentally wrong for America. Dealer networks? Scania has 12 US locations. Peterbilt has 420. Breakdown at 2 a.m. in Nebraska? Good luck finding parts. Repair costs run 35% higher than Freightliners. US fleets calculate cost per mile religiously. Scania loses every time. History repeats. Scania tried America in the 1980s. Failed spectacularly. Abandoned the market by 1992. Now, they're walking into the same meat grinder with higher stakes. Scania bets big on electric. But America's charging desert kills this dream. The US has just 126 public heavy-duty chargers nationwide. Europe? Over 5,000. California's ambitious plan? Only 1,800 chargers by 2030. for 180,000 electric trucks needed. Scania's e-trucks need 1.5 megawatt chargers. These exist at exactly 3 U.S. locations. Tesla's mega chargers? Proprietary. Scania can't use them. Cold weather performance? Disastrous. Batteries lose 40% range at negative 20 degrees Celsius. Minnesota winters would strand drivers. Financial reality? A diesel. Scania does 1,500 miles per day. Electric? 250 miles max. Then 90-minute charges. To match diesel productivity, fleets need 3 times more electric trucks plus drivers. Operating costs soar 62% according to ACT research. Even if they solve this, Trump vows to axe EV subsidies. Biden's $40,000 per truck credit? Gone. Making Scania's $100,000 more expensive than diesel. Game over. Scania's only hope. Hide behind parent Traton Group's U.S. brand, Navistar. But Navistar is struggling. Market share, 14.2%, down from 18% pre-acquisition. Their new S13 engine, plagued by DEF system failures, class action lawsuits loom. The integration, causing Q1's software chaos. Scania forced Navistar to adopt its SDP platform prematurely. Result? Glitch-ridden infotainment and safety systems. One Iowa fleet reported 23 false collision warnings per trip. Technicians are overwhelmed. Operational cracks? Scania's unrecycled waste soared 42% since 2015. 2,600 tons annually. U.S. plants would face EPA scrutiny daily. Labor costs? UAW demands $42 per hour wages. Scania pays $32 in Sweden. They'd need total automation, but their robotics depend on the same buggy software. Meanwhile, Traton Group's debt ballooned to 16.5 billion euros, financing the Navistar acquisition. Interest rates? 5.8%. They're bleeding cash. U.S. expansion? A luxury they can't afford. Trump's trade war escalates daily. His June 10th threat, 100% tariffs on EU vehicles if they don't drop digital taxes. Commerce Secretary Robert Lighthizer calls heavy trucks critical infrastructure. Translation: perfect targets. EU retaliation? Coming. They'll tax Harley-Davidsons and Kentucky bourbon, but America holds the cards. The U.S. buys 260,000 heavy trucks annually. EU exports? Maybe 5,000. Scania gets squeezed hardest. Even beyond tariffs. Trump's Buy American executive order requires 75% U.S. content for federal contracts. Scania trucks? Currently 15%. Remaking supply chains would cost billions they don't have. Scania's U.S. plan isn't ambitious. It's suicidal. No factories, broken software, cultural misfit, charging nightmares, and political dynamite.